What is GCP? GCP, a set of ethical and scientific standards for designing, conducting, and reporting clinical trials. Why GCP is important? Because it protects the rights of the person, safety of the participant, and well-being of the participants. GCP ensures credibility of clinical trial data. Example: imagine you are signing for a marathon, isn't it? No. You would like to know, is it safe? Is it well organized? And your results will be counted fairly. So GCP ensures clinical trials are conducted in a fair and transparent manner. History. What is the history you have seen of GCP? Before bringing the topic of good clinical practice, what is the history you have seen? What did it say? Sulfonamide tragedy, thalidomide tragedy. And the tragedy which cannot be erased in the history. What is it? Tuskegee syphilis study. 40 years, 600 patients, of which 400 known suffering from what? Syphilis. And the wonder drug penicillin was very much available, but the research scientists deliberately did not give the penicillin, and many patients died of syphilis. It has become a political embarrassment, and forcefully US Health Department to stop the further study in 1972 and 1997 because of the political pressure. It has become a public domain. US President was forced to apologize to the deceased family and to the public. So what we have seen in history? Yes. Respond to unethical research, which we have seen. No data protection. All the physicians know they are keeping everything under the carpet according to their conscience, isn't it? No. Key document like a Declaration of Helsinki, Belmont Report, International Code of Harmonization, and a GCP guideline. Example: just like building a safety rules were created out of big accidents, GCP arose to prevent harm in medical research. What happened to Air India? That time flight took off and it had fallen into flames. It is whose fault? 242 lives. Are they imagined that they want to die? It is responsibility of the person who is in charge before believing that this flight is ready for flying. In-flight environment is very important, isn't it? No, they are not done it. The ground control, they have to give the clearance. Everything was goofed up, and finally what happened? Big accident. Today they are checking. Because of big accident, they are checking. Yes or no? So to avoid such a big mishap in the medical GCP was introduced because we have seen the history. Core principles of GCP: ethical contact and informed consent. Those days, what happened? They were trying to bring people according to their convenience. Now, what GCP says? You have to inform the consent. They are not informing the consent about the benefit factor and the risk factor. Scientific validity. You have to validate the data, what I am giving, it has a scientific validity. Investigator's qualification. The person who is going to conduct the study, how many studies he has conducted, how many trials he has conducted, how many seminars he has attended, how many national international papers he has published, how many conferences he has attended, how many symposiums he has attended, how many symposiums he is going to attend is very, very important. That means the person's credential is very important. Okay. Then protocol complaint. When you form a protocol, when you derive a protocol, when you prepare a protocol, you are supposed to follow the protocol without any deviation. Then data integrity and confidentiality. You have to, whatever the benefit factor, risk factor, recording as per the norms, and you have to maintain the confidence. Then monitoring and auditing. Example: running a school. No, always we see that ethics. Is my child is treated properly or not? No, Papa school number, teacher. Is the teachers are beating my children? No, or they are treating properly. Fair treatment. Protocol. Do we not assess the quality of the school? Is the Maharishi Asam is good, or is DAV is good, or what is it? PS senior is good, or PS Sosami College is good. Do we not assess? Before putting your children in the school, do we not gauge and touch touch me and tell me by keeping the hand in your heart. Do you put your children in government school? Does anybody has a right or guts to put your student in government school? We think 10 times. Even to put your student in the CBSE, we will scan the quality of school. We will scan the curriculum. We will scan the teachers. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So we will fire treatment, curriculum, investigator, the qualification of teachers and monitoring surface inspection. Sir, CBSE school la vandu 8:30 to 3:30. That time. If the teacher wanted to extend half an hour or 1 hour to conduct any extra special class, and she has to inform the principal, get the permission and inform the parents. She want to advance the timing instead of 9:30, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock for special class. There is a WhatsApp group. They have to inform. They have to get the permission from the principal and parents. Last month to CBSE school examination, my wife was a teacher, economics teacher. She put it in the group. I wanted to conduct a special class for economics. Because study always, no. Is it possible for you to send your child to the school? Many parents are confused. Yes or no? Is it happening or not? Am I talking? Fact or not acceptable? So this is it. So running the school, we see that ethics, fire treatment, protocol, curriculum, investigators, and qualification of teachers and monitoring, surprise inspection. Inform the concern, which is what grossly missing. They have not informed the concern. We have seen that way it may be a therapeutic one, it may be a non-therapeutic one, it may be a medical one, a non-medical one. People have been blindly chosen according to their concern. So inform the concern must be based on the full disclosure, which was not there. You have to disclose to the patient. That is why we said the person who is participating in the clinical trial, he has to protect his rights. What is the rights? After 1 year, if he doesn't want to be conducted trial money, he has the right to get the job. So that's that thing. Full disclosure. Like example, like signing up the gym class after knowing the risk factor, benefit factor, and the timing. Yes or no? ஒரு ஜிம்ல வந்து ரிஸ்க் ஃபேக்டர் இருக்கு, பெனிஃபிட் ஃபேக்டர் இருக்கு, அண்ட் டைம் இருக்கு. ஆக்டர் புனித் குமார் டைவ் ராஜ்குமார் சார் ஆஃப்டர் ஜிம் பட் நானே அந்த 64 ஐ அம் கோயிங் டு ஜிம் said no sir you are 64 sir already you are diabetic patient and BP patient, so in your treadmill this is the only speed you are allowed to go and this is the only angle you can go, don't increase the angle because you have palpitation, said no. So because sometimes I may even fall. So this factor. So benefit factor. So the gym person will inform me this factor and a benefit factor. Sir, you are 80%, sir. Is it no? You are not working. Is it no? And ideal time for you is early morning. Or come between 4 to 6. Timing according to your convenience. Is it no? Not able to see that. Responsibilities of investigator. As investigator, when he has been chosen as investigator, his responsibility he has to follow the protocol. When the protocol is formed, it has to follow without any deviation. Ensure informing the concerned participants. Report adverse, if any adverse events, side effects, notice, he has to report immediately. He should not hide. Maintain accurate records. These are the 4 parameters. Following the protocol, ensuring inform the concerned, inform the participant, report adverse events, and maintain accurate record. Example, think of a pilot must follow the flight plan. Check the weather condition and report any in-flight issues and no shortcuts. This was grossly missing because of that only the Air India tragedy. Lot of sponsor. See, somebody is funding money. It's my money. You are spending your money consulting a big nursing home. You know, do you have control system or not? What is the work for administrative? What is the work for laboratory? What is the work for your duty doctors? What is the work for cleaning staff? Yes or no? Will you say you function according to your convenience? Because you found a lot of money, your own money, close of money. You go and see Apollo Hospital, how big can spend. Even nowadays, even food also they don't allow from outside. Earlier they were allowing, said no, only 1% is allowed. Family only 1%. This is the time, not everybody is allowed. Is it? So protocol. So like Somebody is funding, who he becomes a study director. Sponsor, isn't it? No, his responsibility. Ensure all the regulatory complaints like USFDA and CDSUO, whichever the country, regulatory complaints. Fulfill the regulatory complaint. Oversee the data management. Example, like a movie producer who hires the crew, plan a budget and ensure that movie meets the quality. I know what is important, sir. Superstar, number of great actors, best musician, best art director, best lyrics, best choreographer. I know what is. If the movie subject is not good, you won't have critics here. You won't accept it. What happened to that life? What happened to Grade 2? Fact or not? If the quality of the movie is not good, a small movie, that what is it? Sivakarthikeyan movie, what is it? Last year, some came, what is it? Amaran. Small budget. Really? Because we want to accept it. We like it. Big actor. So, how that movie is in, we are the critics and we accept what is good and we don't accept what is bad. Yes or no? Now, when we go to the vegetable market, when you want to buy, in particular females, because in my house, I don't buy. No. When you want to buy a tomato, there are bunches of tomatoes kept. Do we not choose the best one? And particularly when you go and buy the, ladies finger, the top will be break. Whether it's a tender one or hard one. Yes or no? You want to buy the vegetable, you use so much of that. Yes or no? Beloved? And India only has check what we buy, we buy this. Vegetable, what we eat, we bring to the market. Yes or no? So, ethics committee, international or institutional ethical committee and an institutional review board. Independent review of study protocol. Protects participant rights. Example, like a school parent teacher committee reviewing any new policy for fairness before it is implemented. Is it factor? If they wanted to introduce new system, no, they will call the parents and discuss with the parent, get the approval and without the approval of parent. And PTA meeting, the child competencies placed, it is responsibility of the teacher to explain to the parents, your boy is good, your girl, your child is good, your girl, your daughter, your son is very good, but what is it? It's true. So you have to support. See, the school will take care, but at home, no. Because you got so much of them, she will listen to you. No. So you have to, such a way, you have to tell. You cannot say your son is weak, your daughter is very weak. You cannot appropriately say that. The parent will retaliate, yes or no? So that is the thing. Similar kind of thing. That way, we know that now parent is and reviewing any new policy for fairness before this is implemented. If you want to extend 1 hour, because all the students are studying very well, I want them to score 100%. 3:30 is class, another half an hour extra class for mathematics. Everybody can score 100%. I want my child to score 100%. Please allow. Can you remind me? So, protocol and amendment, blueprint of the study. Once the blueprint is given and nobody has the power to change it. The building control, the architect has given the blueprint. It is the responsibility of the person who is constructing the building that has to follow the blueprint. He doesn't have the right to change the structure or whatever it is. If at all, if you want to change, he has to take the permission and approval. So once the blueprint is given, all changes must be approved. Example, like a construction plan, you cannot change the structure without permission from the engineer or authority. Because architect knows. He may not be using the brick and cement, isn't it? No. But he knows what to do, what not to do. But the responsibility of the person, mason, who is going to construct the building, he has to follow the protocol given by the architect as per the blueprint. So data management and confident living. This is what grossly missing. All the scientists and research scientists holding everything according to their whims and fancy. They have not protected anything. There is no data available. The successor do not know what is happening. You may not be able to now take the cue. So data management is very important. Secure handling all participant data. No personal identified without consent. You cannot, without consent of the person, you cannot identify. And third one is example, like a bank protecting your personal information with the passwords and the encryption. Is it not coming in our way? All your data are secure and safe and encrypted. Yes or no? You want to transfer money from your bank account. So you have a login ID, you have a login password, then after that transaction password, after that one-time password. Yes or no? You want to transfer money from GPay, again you have to check, double check. Similar. So data management is very important. And finally, monitoring and auditing. Ensure compliance with the good clinical practice. Identify and correct if there is any issue. Immediately identify the issue and sort it out. Example, like a regular quality check in a factory to make sure that every product meets the standard. Yes or no? I go to Geo Lifestyle, Lifestyle. I want to buy a shirt. This small, pole or one thread is not proper. Immediately it becomes a second. If anything damaged, will you buy? Amazon will buy, if it is damaged, return. One small thread, you cannot even, it may be in the 100 carpet, cannot be noticed by other, isn't it? Will you buy? You won't buy. So much of carelessness, you buy even the dress what safe. So like a regular quality check that every product meets the standard. The quality is compromised and we can't buy that. You will not buy a product which is exceptional. Why GCP matter? Because what happened? Public disaster, fraudulent and misusing the human rights. Human participant was misused, isn't it? No. So the GCP matters because it first brings the public trust. Second one, it protects the human subjects. Protecting the participant who are voluntarily willing to do the test on them is the responsibility of the scientist to protect his safety and well-being. Ensure valid scientific data. All three are very important. Building the public trust, protect human subject, and ensure valid scientific data. Example, will you try a new vaccine if the study was not reviewed, approved, or properly monitored? When vaccine was introduced, trust me, many people were thinking that they are need to go for a vaccination. Is it safe? People are thinking that whether it is safe or not. Somebody said, is the Prime Minister taken? Has he taken? Yes or no? Because, as I told you in the morning, we are practicing what? Evidence-based. What is it? Evidence. That means the absence of evidence is not the evidence of safety. Absence of evidence is not the evidence of safety. Like morning what I said, I developed a drug, I know the drug, it works very well, but I don't have any evidence. So absence of evidence, though the drug may be working very well, absence of evidence, it doesn't mean that absence of absence of evidence is not the evidence of safety, because we are all practicing evidence-based. Clear? So finally, summary, GCP is essential for safe, not only safe, ethical and effective clinical trials. Involves everyone. It involves, earlier it was only with the physician. Today it involves everyone. That means investigator, then sponsor, ethical committee and the regulators. All four people are involved. And example, GCP is like a well-planned team. Sport. Rules are there, referees are there, trained players are there, and respect all the participants. ஒரு கிரிக்கெட்ல மேட்ச்ல கிரிக்கெட் இப்படியே பாக்குறீங்களா T20 ஆடுறீங்களா ஃபுல் டாஸ் போட்டா நோ பால் வைடு போட்டா நோ பால் அந்த பேட்ல பட்டுக்கு இல்லையா கேட்ச் பிடிச்சிருக்கனா தேர்ட் அம்பையர் தோ அம்பையர் has given out is it no if they have the doubt they can go for third umpire can disagree that is it no game ஒரு ஃபுட்பால் எடுத்துக்கோங்க ராங் கிக் பண்ணா yellow card இன்னொரு தடவை ஹிட் பண்ணா ரெட் கார்டு ரெண்டு மேட்ச் ஆட முடியாது ஒரு கேம் பத்தி போகும்போது ஒரு life will travel. For a game, so much of restriction and so much of perfectness. For life, no. This is not responsibility of the research scientist to protect the human race. This is what GCP teaches us. So, like a well-planned team, sports, you have the rules of GCP is that you have the referees, like investigator, like sponsor, investigator, and a regulatory body. And you are trained players, those scientists who are going to conduct the trial, trained players, qualified players, and respect all the participants. So you have to respect the regulatory authority, you have to respect the ethical committee, you have to respect the sponsor, you have to respect the human subject, and you have to respect who does the trial. So all are very, very important. Finally, thank you so much. Continue. So, Sanders, any question? See, this subject, this is what maximum I can tell you. Beyond this, I can't. Okay? How is it? Acceptable?